Good morning, everybody. It's John from Veganism KILLS. Today we're going to have some open discovery right from the internet. It is 4:11 a.m. Friday, August 13th. We're going to expose today, right in front of your eyes, the whole setup that vegans have that they're trying to take over 20% of the protein market in order to enrich themselves. And all of them are already rolling in the cash. And one of those people is Earthling Ed. And I'm going to show you the connection so it's clearly right before your eyes. This is very simple stuff, people, at least for me. Now, this is the head of Blue Horizon Ventures, Roger Linehart. We're going to go over this video. All right? Blue Horizon Ventures. There he is, Roger. And he's not looking the same as he did in 2019 to 2021. He's getting that vegan zombie look. Okay? I want you to see who else works for them that's been added to the team. We're all familiar with this schmuck right here, Dr. Greger. Right? This all ties in. Alright? And I'll show you. Dr. Greger works for another multi-billionaire venture capitalist, the Roush family, which funds nutritionfacts.org. And you're going to see that in the film, that the vegans were so kindly, the capitalist vegans were so kindly to put up and expose themselves. And again, Ed's connection, Earthling Ed, Blue Horizon Corporation AG. This is Blue Horizon telling you this. Earthling Ed, Blue Horizon International Foundation, BlueHorizon.org, Activism, Blue Horizon International Foundation, Earthling Ed. Do you get it? They're telling you. What? This is, right, this is Blue Horizon's website to the movie. And they're connected to Earthling Ed. Watch. Look. I'm not lying to you. See how easy that was to prove? So Earthling Ed is part of the vegan mafia. Who is the vegan mafia? Live Kindly, vegan activist. In his own words, you're going to hear him now tell you what their plan is. You can also see it here. Go to the home page. You see what their plan is? They get their business growth up by 22% by using legislation. These people don't care about the world. They're a pack of greedy cocksuckers. Now that we got that relation straight, let's go to the vegan mafia. Live Kindly is referring to this group as the vegan mafia. Ed's in the vegan mafia. So is Greger. I showed you. Now let's see what this Nazi over here has got planned for us.
The Vegan Mafia is a group of venture capitalists, entrepreneurs, and investors who fund projects with an aim to disrupt our current food system.
Stop. Disrupt our current food supply. Disrupt it. You see this guy right there? You know who that is? That's Jody Roush, head of the Roush Family Foundation, who donates, is the key contributor to nutritionfacts.org. And now, where's Greger work? Let me show you where Gregor is now. I'm not making this shit up. The paper trail is here in digital form. Now let's hear what else they got to say.
Investors who fund projects with an aim to disrupt our current food system. A play on words of the
Disrupt our current food system is an act of terrorism.
PayPal mafia. The vegan mafia views the current animal-based food system as unsustainable, investing instead.
So a select group of small people, 2% of the world's population, decided that the world's food production is unsustainable. So they're going to go in and disrupt the current world food supply. Tell me where in your mind or anyone else's mind that is logical.
In innovative startups that are replacing animal products. Roger Linehart,
Founder, Blue Horizon. There you go.
the founder, partner, and chairman at Blue Horizon Corporation.
The way we eat today, animal agriculture that produces the proteins.
Look at this guy. He's a skeleton. He's Gary Yoforski's twin.
We mostly consume is not sustainable, and we want to
stop saying it's non-sustainable. It's been around for thousands of years. We made it sustainable, or we'd have starved to death already. These guys are using this pluck your heartstrings and fear-mongering so they can become immensely wealthy.
tackle that problem.
The company's foundation invests in sustainable entrepreneurship ventures, such as Geltor, a molecular biotechnology solution.
Do you think your food should be coming out of a place like this? You're an idiot.
That can replace gelatin made from animal bones. They've also invested in Live Kindly Media.
Live Kindly. They're part of the vegan mafia. They're telling you, yeah, we're involved with these people. Probably created by money donated from these people.
Inc. Ryan Bethencourt, scientist, entrepreneur, one of the most prolific biotech investors.
We can use
Biotech, one of the most prolific biotech investors.
biology as an exponential technology to feed, clothe, and house the world.
Ryan
And you know what he eats at his house? Meat.
focuses on using biotech to solve some of the world's biggest problems, including the unsustainable practices of our current food system.
We really wanted to transform pet food by bringing clean, high quality.
I don't know what it takes these people to realize that all of these investors have set up these fake charities to funnel money to these talking heads on YouTube. Greg gets donations from them, the Roush family, all the time. It's one of his main contributors. And the Roush family is invested in all these vegan companies and pharmaceuticals, you morons.
Quality protein that we make with koji.
Lisa Faria, CEO of Straight.
Well, this one's a new one. I can tell you right now, I did not know about Stray Dog Capital, but they're part of the vegan mafia. This is Live Kindly telling you that, yes, there is a vegan mafia, and they're part of it. They're bragging about it.
Stray Dog Capital.
So Stray Dog Capital, our mission is to take animals out of the supply chain by investing in early stage companies and entrepreneurs.
Take animals out of the supply chain so they could take over the market and become immensely wealthy. Put all of these small farmers out of business and have your food come from a fucking factory in a laboratory.
We're creating incredible products and services.
Lisa is also the leader of Glasswall Syndicate, a nonprofit, investor-based community with over 100 members. The syndicate connects like-minded investors who are interested in companies that...
The syndicate collects like-minded investors. You get it? Roush family, Blue Horizon Venture. This is this is the link right here that I couldn't find before between that family and the Blue Horizon venture capital family. Now, this lady linked them all together.
That disrupt the current food supply chain.
Again, they're telling you they're going to disrupt the current food supply chain. 2% of the world's population is vegan, and they're going to disrupt the supply chain for 98% of the world's population. If you think that's a good idea, you're a terrorist.
Jody Rosh.
Jody Rosh, Roush Family Foundation, pays Gregor $200,000 a year. What happened now is that lady that you just seen, this company here, this lady here, Lisa Ferrier, has linked the Roush Family Investment Fund and the Blue Horizon Investment Fund as one. That's why Gregor is now on staff. On Blue Horizon Venture. They consolidated both of the vegan capitalist venture businesses as one. And they're going to disrupt the food supply. They're telling you. They're planning on disrupting it. They're going to take animals out of the supply chain. Who the fuck do these people think they are? God? Now let's get back to where we were. Your burgers are going to be made in a laboratory by slave labor in China like Beyond Meat does. In the world's largest greenhouse gas producer, China.
Jody Rosh, Managing Trustee of Veg Invest Trust, a private equity trust that invests in companies that promote veganism.
That is the ETF. To pump up the price of these vegan companies, they'll use an ETF to buy the stock up to keep the price going up. Given their appearance that sales are going high to attract a larger company to buy their less than spectacular performing vegan companies. But again, you could create that illusion through an ETF, where the ETF starts buying Beyond Meat stock, driving the price up, even though Beyond Meat sales are going down.
And reduce animal suffering.
My real goal in all this is to...
His real goal in this is he invested hundreds of millions of dollars, all right? He's a venture capitalist, and he looks for a return of investment, ASAP. He puts $100 million in, speculating that after he creates these companies and seeds them, he's going to sell them off for a huge profit. That's all he does. That's how he made a living. That's how he became rich. Now all of a sudden he cares about the earth. He's also invested in pharmaceuticals, because you're going to need those pharmaceuticals when you get sick, when they turn the whole world vegan.
Try to get people to realize the connectedness of all things and not to look at things as others, to understand them as sentient beings. And I think that will have a big impact.
Sentient beings. Sentient beings know how to use tools, create art, socialize, manipulate their environment for their own self-preservation. Animals can't do that. You put animals before children now. They're terrorists. Environmental terrorists. They're not activists. When you look to destroy something or disrupt something, you, especially the world food supply, you're a fucking terrorist.
On our interpersonal relationships and our human relationships as well.
Liz D.,
The human relationship, if you want to maintain it, do not attempt to tell people what to fucking do. That's number one. Telling everybody they're bad and murderers and rapists and all that stuff isn't going to want to make them to deal with you. That this vegan thing, all meat eaters and Nazis and murderers. You know, people don't like that shit because if you look up the definition of murderer, that's when you kill another human being. Well, vegans, your diet has killed children, and vegan parents have been sent up to jail for life because they're murderers.
Co-founder and CEO of Belaine and Bjorn Capital, funding fearless game changers in the
Funding fearless game changers. Fearless Game Changers, referring to the movie that they produced, The Game Changers. Their propaganda.
food industry.
You know what this is? From my experience, this is venture capitalists setting up their propaganda, and they're attempting to disrupt the food supply so they can get a hold of control of it, so they can make themselves golden thrones to sit on. And you vegans follow them.
She's also co-president of Smarties Candy Company and founder of Vegan Lady Boss, a platform that connects vegan women in business.
And that's why we do what we do. That's why we invest.
That's why we do. We're trying to save the earth. That's why we invest. I worked for trading firms, banks. You don't invest in nothing but to make money. All this other crap is just bullshit. You walk in the office, oh, John, what are we investing in this company for? To save the earth. They'll laugh at you and throw something at you. To make money. It's either to make money and nothing else. Look at, you know what this lady is? She's a phony.
In these companies because we need the next best thing. Oh, you love buffalo mozzarella? Okay, here's a plant.
Oh, we need the next big thing. That's materialism, not veganism.
Based version of it. You love hamburgers? Okay, here's a plant-based version of it.
Yeah, it's just that simple. Never mind all the nutrition that's missing. She's got the solution in a fucking lab someplace.
You love pizza?
In a lab in China.
Easy, we got that. Here's a plant-based.
Oh yeah, it's all easy. That's why your shit's not selling.
Version of it. It needs to keep getting better and better. It's not about making the choice because it's more ethical.
It's not about making the choice because they plan on taking that choice away from you.
Or better for the planet. A lot of people, that's not going to be enough for them. It has to taste better. We need to win the palates of the everyday consumer, and we can do that through innovation.
We can't wait to see what's in store for the future of plants.
As you can see, Live Kindly is funded as well from the same group. They admit it in their own video. These productions require a film student or somebody involved in film. That's why Ed was brought in. That's why Ed scripted his persona and uses a fake name, because that's a character he scripted to. He's a paid performer from these Blue Horizon venture capitalists. End of story. All of veganism, even though some of the lower ranks believe it's to save the earth, the vegan mafias wants to disrupt the food supply chain so they can make themselves a fortune. Yeah, venture capitalists who've been manufacturing pharmaceuticals that are killing people or get them addicted all of a sudden care about the world. Who do you think created the opiate addiction? The same people that are running this veganism scam. And on that note, I'm out of there. Become vegan, be a sheep, be taken advantage of. Now on that note, I'm out of here.